What a sick game. Slavic behind this gonna go ahead and get 5 corruptors, and Creator just does not have the right tech. I mean, just think about this, guys. Creator doesn't have anything to do against these broodlords. He has stalkers, of course, but Slavic's economy is so healthy right now. A 5th might even be a good option, even in this location or even towards this location. The fact that he's going to have broodlords out on the map rather soon, maybe around the 22-minute mark, we already see 3 broodlords in production. Creator knows he has to hit this timing. He needs to kill his opponent right now. He doesn't have any kind of tech he can fall back on, no kind of mothership, no kind of archons, no kind of storm against these broodlords, and he is just going to go in for it way down in supply, 127 to 174. Slavic, is he going to take a 2-0 in this best of 5? Force field's going down. Roach is trying to do as much damage against his Protoss death ball, I guess. And there's the broodlords, man. 3 broodlords out right now for Slavic. Going to try to focus down as many units as possible. Creator Prime trying to kill his opponent. He needs to kill his opponent now, or he is 100% going to lose the game. Also has that proxy pylon in position, trying to warp in as many stalkers as possible. 6 additional infestors on its way for Slavic. Slavic just stalling for as long as possible. No kind of 4th, and Slavic, he's on top of this. He sees there's no 4th from Creator Prime. This is an all-in, 3-base all-in from Creator Prime. Ling's going to do a lot of damage against all these sentries, roaches, infestors, broodlords. Slavic basically opened up the Zerg guidebook and made every single unit. That is just not going to be enough for right now for Creator Prime. GG gets called, so FXO Slavic will take game number 2 in this best of 5 series. And you guys know what that means. That means one more game for Slavic, and he is going to take a 3-0 lead over Creator Prime. Is this happening? I mean, Creator Prime, sort of known to be one of the best Korean Protosses, losing to FXO Slavic, who's sort of an underdog, comes off a little bit surprising. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, guys. Game number 3 going to come at you between FXO Slavic and, of course, Creator Prime. Stay tuned. This is Promise, casting the RSL. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, there is 24 of you watching right now. I want you to give me some predictions. Slavic currently up 2-0 against Creator Prime. Post in the chat. Don't be shy, guys. You can talk to me, okay? I want to talk to you if you talk to me. I want to be your friend. Actually, I don't know about that, but sure, I'll try to be your friend. But let me know. Let me know some predictions. Is Slavic going to take a 3-0 against Creator Prime? Or is Creator going to go ahead and try to reverse this? Post in the chat. Let me know. Alright guys, welcome back to the RSL. This is Promise, your StarCraft 2 caster. We are getting into game number 3 between Creator Prime and FXO Slavic. Slavic currently leads this best of 5 series 2-0. Surprising. Not to take any kind of momentum or any kind of skill away from Slavic. It's just a little bit surprising to see Creator Prime down 2-0. But you never know, man. It's being played on the European server, of course. Sort of a homeland right now for Slavic. I also saw Creator kind of not really complaining, but just mentioning that it's very hard to play on the Korean in Korea, not on the Korean ladder, in Korea on the European ladder or on the European server, which can be hard, man. It's extremely hard to be able to play these important matches. Trying to macro against like 2-second delay can be hard, but I am not going to count Creator Prime out. He is, you know, if anyone can make something happen, it is going to be Creator Prime. He can go ahead and reverse this, maybe even win this game. But Slavic, one more game, and he is going to take a 3-0 over Creator. That is so surprising. But you know what? I'm going to hope for Creator to win this game because we want more StarCraft. That's why I am here. I am casting because we want more StarCraft. Let's go ahead and introduce our players in the upper right position, spawning as the Orange Protoss. Excuse me, Orange Protoss. Wow. It's early here, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Spawning as the Orange Zerg, it is FXO Slavic. In the bottom left position, of course, playing as the blue Protoss opponent, we are going to have a Creator Prime from the Korean-based team Prime. And Slavic, again, opening up with a pool first. 14 pool, I believe. And, so in the previous 2 games, he's been opening up. The first game he opened up pool with pool with gas. He also opened up just pool. And it's surprising because, I mean, a lot of players on this map, it's of course Daybreak, you have enough time to go ahead and go for a 15 hatch. A lot of players just go for the 15 hatch. They know they're safe. Of course, any kind of cannons might be a little bit problematic, but you know, generally like a 15 hatch, a 15 pool, or 15 hatch, 14 pool can be rather safe, given the fact that this is a large map. You know, you kind of have this area to go around into here, going into your actual natural expansion. It's a large map. But back home, Creator Prime not gonna go Nexus first. He actually again went with the Forge first. Gonna go ahead and throw down the gateway. Nexus has been thrown down as well for Creator Prime. And Slavic being up 2-0 in this best of 5 has me thinking, is he going to go for an all-in? He can always go ahead and just do a Roach all-in, end it, take a 3-0, boom, it's over. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. 4 links currently on the map right now for Slavic. 2 additional links have also been spawned for the Zerg player. 8 links early on in this game. A little bit, actually 6 links. Usually you go for maybe even 2 or 4 links. And a little bit of a miscontrol from Creator. 2 lings gonna go down, but the other 2 are also gonna get into the main base right now of Creator. And this is so unfortunate right now for Creator. It is so hard to deal with these lings early on in this game. I mean, the fact that you're pulling probes, you're not mining, and it's such a huge investment right now for Creator to even be doing this. But what can you do? He can't lose probes. He just cannot lose probes, so these links are definitely going to get their minerals worth, although there's a Zealot going to be able to clean up these links eventually. But Slavic opening up a standard yet again, going to go ahead and take a 3rd expansion, so he's going to be on 3 hatch rather soon. Also going to go ahead and get a 2nd queen, I believe, at the natural rather soon as well. Actually, no 2nd queen, it's actually right there. Okay, so his 2nd queen has already been up. 5 additional drones in production. Harvester advantage still, of course, going to be in the favor of Creator because no kind of larva inject has kicked in yet for Slavic. 27 probes to 26. And this map leads to a lot of different options and a lot of different openings. This 3rd is very easy for Zergs to take. It can be a little bit hard to defend, although it is rather close from your natural to your 3rd, right over here. So, as a Protoss player, you need to try to do as much economic damage to the economy of Zerg as possible. This kind of goes back to the notion that I was saying about the previous game, going +1 Zealots, even going for just a straight 2-base all-in or 2-base timing, followed of course by a 3rd. Seeing the previous style of Creator, he hasn't really gone for any kind of quick all-in. I would not be surprised if he does do that. it is lending itself maybe to a possible 2-base pressure. There is +1 on its way right now for Creator, which is going to be done rather soon. There's also 60% in. Warp Gate on its way right now as well for Creator. Back home for Slavic, he's going to go for a Roach Warren. Does he have any kind of evolution chambers on the map yet? No, so there is actually. Just as I say that, thank you, Slavic. There's a Roach Warren as well as the evolution chamber on its way. 6 additional lings. Just making drones right now. Actually going to make some lings. 8 lings on the way right now for Slavic. So he might be expecting a timing. But Creator, is he going to go for that timing? There's 2 gateways being added for Creator. There's the Twilight Council. So a similar build to the previous game. I think he's going to go ahead and expand, given the fact that he did also grab these 2 natural gases at the expansion of his natural. And there's a Zealot. 2 Zealots actually trying to do some damage here. A lot of lings on the map right now for Slavic. I think he just read this perfectly. He knows this pressure has become rather normal for Protosses to do. Just made the exact amount of lings and just making drones behind it. So he is just going to hold off this pressure. He's even going to go ahead and scout around, make sure there's no kind of proxy pylons in any of these locations. Great awareness from Slavic. And meanwhile, no kind of no third on its way. Okay, there's a bunch more gateways being thrown down for Creator. And this is going to be that +2 blink timing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Creator's going to be on 7 gateways. He's going to go for a +2 blink timing. This is an all-in build off of 2 base here from Creator. Although there's a robotics facility on its way. Now the question is he going to go ahead and try to mix in a few immortals, or is he going to go ahead and make a warp prism to make himself a little bit more mobile and a little bit more easy to go ahead and warp in additional units. There's a bunch of sentries. This is so smart from Creator, just showing all these sentries. And as a Zerg player, you're going to think to yourself, okay, this guy's making a lot of sentries. He's probably going to expand, but let me go ahead and be a little bit safe. Going to go ahead and make 8 roaches for Slavic. Burrow, it's on its way. Harvester advantage in the favor of Slavic, 66 to 48. Glider reconstitution on the way as well for these roaches. 4th hatchery. Okay, it's going to be a macro hatchery. Macro hatchery. Wow. Macro hatchery. So this is going to be any kind of additional resources. Going to go ahead and invest into units as well as harvesters, but it looks like Creator just going to move across the map with a bunch of units. 83 supply for Creator at this point. 117 for Slavic. He needs to throw down some proxy pylons. There's the first pylon being thrown down for Creator. And this is so crucial. What does Slavic have? Slavic, I think, is on top of this. He already has a bunch of units. 18 roaches, 12 lings. Looks like the Stalkers are going to go ahead and engage into the 3rd. Great use of creep here into the 3rd expansion, knowing that there's going to be a timing onto the 3rd expansion. Force field is going to go down. Slavic knew this was coming. He just has to make as many units as possible. 12 roaches on the way, 13 roaches on the way. Burrow is complete. This is not good at all for Creator. 83 supply for Creator, 126. Although he does have a bunch more Stalkers reinforcing, I don't know if it's going to be enough. He is up to 19 Stalkers at this point. Slavic again trying to do as much damage against these Stalkers as possible. Great blink control right now being done by Creator. Slavic does not have a lot of roaches, surprisingly enough. Is he going to go ahead and sack that 3rd expansion? Creator Prime might have just come in with a clutch timing against the start of Slavic. 3rd expansion going to go down. Slavic, you know, he's just going to make units. 22 lings on the way. 2 additional roaches. He needs to make as many units as possible. Creator Prime very all in with this build. I love the fact that he went for Observer, knowing that there's possibly going to be a lot of creep on the map. He's cleaning up the creep rather easily, and he is going to go in. That is a lot of Stalkers. Great blink control once again by Creator. That is just not a lot of roaches right now for Slavic. Lings and roaches are going to help a little bit, but just Creator has the better engagement, the better angle against this army from Slavic. And Slavic still ahead in supply, 122 to 97, but take into consideration, guys, these are just roaches against +2 blink stalkers. What are the upgrades of Slavic? He is sitting on 1-0, so the upgrade advantage is definitely going to be in the favor right now of Creator Prime, making his way up into the natural again. Man, Slavic is going to get the better engagement again, the better angle of that engagement this time, but 12 additional roaches on its way. Back home, guys, look in the base of Creator. There's no additional probes on its way, no kind of 3rd, just sumo all in, but he might make it work right now. Moving in a bunch more Stalkers now. He's up to 23 Stalkers, going to be up to